video number 16, I think. I gotta check. Hold on. Yeah, we did Equilibrium Part 2 last time. So we're on video number 16, which again, I probably say it in every beginning of the video, that's pretty crazy, but we already went over SMTs, equilibrium, fair value gaps, liquidity sweeps, a couple just talking videos, and that's what today's going to be. Today's going to be a psychology video because I haven't gotten one of them out there yet. And I don't know. Again, we went over market structure, candlesticks, stuff like that, just getting you guys into the markets and learning some stuff. But again, I want to go over a psychology video today, so this is for the people who really want to learn how to trade and just get advice. Again, this is what my channel is for, just to get advice from somebody who's trying to learn how to become really successful in trading. Again, sometimes you get the comments and people think you're a scammer and stuff like that, but again, this is just something I really enjoy doing, and social media is another thing that I enjoy doing on the side just because, again, I don't know, I do this kind of on my own. It's good to get it out there on social media. Number one, if nobody watches it, I can go back, watch the process, and just go from there. But again, we'll skip that part. I think we've been on YouTube enough to stop saying that stuff, but again, I don't know, I like getting it out there. But other than that, what I want to go over today in psychology is something about trading on what, how much effort you should put into it. I want to go over, what else? Let's see. I don't know. I was honestly driving home from the gym and I decided to pick this video. Oh, I want to go over with, like, maybe a little bit of risk management in this and go over just, like, maybe comparing yourself to people on social media and thinking you should be flipping accounts very quickly and not going through the whole process of trading. And again, overall, just doing trading, getting into trading, maybe what people think and stuff like that. I'm honestly just going to spit some shit out and, again, get talking because, again, I just got this mode in me that once I start talking, I start just randomly going off like a robot, and it's just everything ends up pouring out. And I guess I mean, I would consider it good advice because it's somebody who's in the process of becoming a better trader. Again, I've showed my proof. I posted a picture on Instagram the other day that's literally showing the profits I've made in the past, especially when I was into crypto and stuff like that. And again, I've lost most of that money too, building up. But again, I ended up going to a sport for a long time, and it just took everything away from trading, and I just couldn't stop not focusing on trading. So I made a big decision, left everything for trading, and we're here 6 months. Well, not 6 months. Well, 2 years, 6 months on social media. But again, I've been trading for 6 years, and it's been 2 years since I quit my sport. So again, we're slowly building. But other than that, if you guys are going to get into trading, and this is, again, for the people who just want to listen and just learn from somebody's mistakes and go over stuff that they maybe not understand and show you guys a strategy that actually is proven to work. And a couple other people teach this stuff on social media also. You don't just got to watch me. You can compare how people use things and just still develop the same strategy. Like if you're trying to learn equilibrium or fair value gaps or liquidity sweeps, and you're learning smart money concepts and stuff like that, whatever you're learning, whatever sticks with you, watch one person. I'm not saying you switch up the whole strategy and just try and like do a bunch of different shit. I'm just saying, like, watch somebody else that does the same thing. Look up how to use equilibrium. See how someone explains it. See how someone else explains it. And you start building on top of your strategy. You don't just have to watch one person. But again, just trading in general, for the people who really do want to become successful in trading, like I've had a couple people in Discord, just whenever a loss happens, they go crazy. Or again, if I even take a loss, they'll exit out of the screen right away, be upset because they probably took the same trade when you shouldn't be doing that. You got to learn how to take trades on your own and just understand the confluences that I'm using and how I use them. Because again, I teach those for free on literally YouTube, and then I post my trade recaps for you guys to go back and watch them and just be able to study how I use a fair value gap, a liquidity sweep, when I enter, when I don't. It's literally my own journal written out there for you guys, for me to watch, for you to watch, and again, help you learn from mistakes that if you're in the same stage as me, because again, you don't just start trading and become making hundreds of thousands of dollars every single trade you take, or 20,000 or 30,000. Like that's very unlikely in this game, and a lot of people can't do that. But the people who do have went through the mistakes. They've went through the struggle of blowing accounts, making money and blowing that money, making that money back again and blowing it again, from learning different things like psychology and risk management, thinking you have your strategy down, all this type of shit. Because in trading, it's just like, it's not just one simple thing where you have a strategy and you can just be the best trader in the world and be making profits consistently. It's like a whole package deal. You need risk management, psychology, strategy, emotions, like just there's a bunch of different stuff that comes into trading and money management. There's a bunch of different shit, and that's the stuff I'm learning as I grow. and I teach my strategy because, again, I feel like I know these confluences and stuff. I feel like I'm very good at reading the markets. I can get good market analysis, but other than that, it's just like, again, I'm working on my risk management, which I've been doing the past time around on these PA accounts, because, again, I tell my story every single time. I built up to 11 accounts before. I've gotten a couple payouts on those accounts, but I tried getting max payouts and end up blowing them because of my risk management, rushing it because I wanted to prove something to people, and just doing dumb shit and not being slow with the process. Because something I was thinking about on the way home is, like, if you guys do the correct risk management based off of your account and you have a good strategy and you trade pretty well and you know that, and there's nothing you really need to change. Like, if you're losing 20 trades in a row, you've got something to change. But if you're, like, winning one trade or winning 3 trades in a row, 4 trades in a row, then you lose, like, 2 trades, or you lose 1, then you win 2, and then you're winning more than you're losing. Once you put the puzzle pieces together to learn how to, like, use good risk management and good psychology and good emotions and following your rules, like literally for today, for example, like, I've started going down way smaller risk on these accounts than I did on the 11, because on the 11 I was just trying to rush the process, get a payout, and it worked for a little bit. But the problem with that is, over a consistent amount of time, you're only going to be lucky for so long, and then those big losses are going to start to happen and they wipe you out completely. But when you stick to a game plan and a rule system and good risk management, and you're entering the same size trade every time until you can build up, until you can start risking more and sizing up in your trades, then if you follow that slow route over like 6 months to a year, guys, and you slowly grow these accounts, or even your live account or something like that, you get into the position where you're risking more money to make more money because you slowly built up that buffer with a long period of time. And I feel like this is the most part where traders struggle, because, again, they're trying to rush to this process, because you see on social media people are making 20,000, 30,000, and it's like everybody gets sucked into watching that stuff, and then they don't actually want to learn from their own mistakes, learn from other people's mistakes. They just see the money. It's like when we first got into trading, like, some people just get into trading because they see people flashing cars, watches, money, and they just think, hey, this guy's doing it, it must be so simple, let me try and get into it. And then they try and make as much money as they can, as quickly as they can, and they end up blowing everything. Even if they do get lucky, like me in the first stage, in my first 4 years of trading, when I got lucky with that crypto bull run, it's like I freaking went into Dogecoin with $6,000. It turned out to be like $100,000, and then I started trading Forex. Got lucky on a couple of my first trades, like with 20K and stuff like that. And then what do you know? Loss after loss, and they're big losses, and it's that'll take chunks out of your account and over a consistent amount of time. And if you're losing more than you're winning, and you don't have a strategy, you don't even know what you're doing, or you're risking more just to get profits back, and you're not following your rule system or your risk management system, it's like, it's just this big domino effect where you fall backwards and go to zero. Then you have to restart and slowly build back up again. And I feel like if you're a good trader, or you're into trading, you would mainly understand that. Or, again, if there's something that, if you really look back in the mirror to and think to yourself, like, hey, I've done trading for 2-3 years. I know a strategy. I know how the market moves. I get good analysis every single time. I've seen that trade go that way, but for some reason, you like get close to passing your accounts or blowing your accounts, and it's just like, it's this, you're in this headspace where you think you're crazy and you don't know if it's worth it or not. And again, you just gotta go back, journal. That's why I think journaling is so good, and videoing too. I've been posting my lives on YouTube. I've been posting these educational videos, teaching you guys. Teaching it even helps me more. Again, I'm just trying to do the things to help push me in the direction that I can become where I want to be, like these big other traders and stuff like that, making that money. Because, again, that is really the end goal, but we got to also remember, if you want to become really good at trading, I really don't care what anybody says. Yeah, you can flip accounts and stuff, but once you have the money and the buffer and the ability to be able to risk 5K a trade, risk 10K a trade, that's when your money is going to start compounding more and more and more over time. But you first got to start off risking that $20 to make $70, that $20 to make $100, that $20 to make $40. Like, it's, and then taking those small losses, getting set back a little bit, but then if you win more in the long run, you're going to keep bringing in more and more money, but you're going to take a couple steps back, more steps forward, a couple steps back, more steps forward. And it's like, I've started to realize that when I've went back, journaled my trades, watched my live, and even looking at these PA accounts for the past, I think I've had them for the past 4 weeks, the past month. If you look at the chart, and again, I'll post it if anybody wants me to, but again, we started off the accounts. was down a little bit, and then we got back up in profit. We were doing good, and then we ended up losing a little bit again, but we were still down, but we were up more than we were in the first place when we first were down. And then now we're up again, and then I took a loss today. It was a little loss, and I'm still up on the week, and it's like it takes the stress out of the trading, so you have the ability to actually say, hey, this trade looks good. Let me risk it, because if I lose, no big deal. I know if I make a mistake, I can go back and look at it and then be able to like fix the problem or something like that. But again, it's just like you guys gotta just be able to sit there and learn. Like, trading takes time. If you're getting into this and you think it's gonna be the easiest thing ever and you're gonna be making a bunch of money, you're gonna quit your job, and I say this all the time, it's just like I feel like that mindset is what sets people back for a little bit. They don't understand how much work you actually have to put into this. And I was talking to somebody about trading today too, and they asked me how much time it would take for them to study a day to start learning and understanding trading, and how quick they'd be able to make this money. And it's just like, when I hear that now as being fully in with trading and making it my life and working really hard, it's when I go back to that mindset, I feel like that kept me in a little bit of a area where I was stuck for a couple months or even a year, because you're so focused on just making this money, and then once you start making a little bit of money, you see it's possible, and then you start running into all these bumps in the road that you have to learn from, because again, you have to fail in trading to learn. You have to fail to learn from mistakes. It's not like just because you fail, you're not going to be able to get this down. Like, it's like, I think the best traders who actually are good are the ones who built up money, lost it, built it up again, lost it all again, built it all again, lost it all, and just kept repeating the process, but getting a little bit closer each time. It's like you take like 2 steps forward, and it's like you're like 40 steps away from your goal, but you're taking little inches forward every single time, then you take a couple steps back. And if you want to continue and you don't quit, you take a couple steps forward, you learn from your mistakes, take a couple steps back. Like, you're going to just keep learning and building, learning and building. So it's learn, fail, build, grow. Learn, fail, build, grow. It's like, I feel like that could be involved in anything in life, and you could think I'm corny for talking like this and saying this shit. I really don't care anymore, because, dude, if you're not obsessed with trading, like if you're not obsessed with anything in life and it is difficult to get good at, you are most likely not going to be good at it. I think you have to put your all into everything, and that's what creates the best of people. Like, if you don't want to be average and you don't want to do average things or be an average person in something in some industry, like trading, like a sport, like maybe real estate, stuff like that. If you want to be the best and you want to outwork these people, like these people who are like really, really, really successful, those people are busting their ass every single day doing whatever it takes to figure this shit out. Like, if you're getting into trading and you're thinking, hey, I could take a week off, I'll learn next week, I'll skip it for the next day, I'll put it for later, I'll come back to it, I could do this, I could play Xbox for a little bit, screw trading, we won't study today, we'll go study next month, and then it turns into 2 months, and it's like, you're just going to be stuck in a spot where you just don't learn anything. Because again, I think with trading, if you do it for a long time, like in the beginning, you got to bust your ass, you got to read books, you got to freaking study your ass off, back test, go back and learn confluences. Like, that's the most difficult part of the journey, and it's the most grueling part of the journey, because you're doing work and you're learning and you're not making any money. You're on a demo account and you're like, why the hell am I doing this? There's no point. And it's just like, dude, you got to calm down and slow down and get ready. You just got to buckle up and enjoy the ride, because it's going to be it's going to be a crazy one with trading when you face yourself, because I really do think it brings the truth out in you and shows you who you really are when you're put under pressure, when you're under a lot of emotions, a lot of stress. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that comes into trading, and you're going to learn a lot about yourself once you do that. And then that's the part when you grow, because you face yourself. And you got to look yourself in the mirror and be the type of person that says, how can I get better in this situation? How can I figure out how to become better in this situation? What can I learn from when I keep making these mistakes, so I can stop making them and notice when they're about to happen and learn to grow and go over this hump, so I can go to the next journey, unlock the next level, and just keep growing and learning. So it's just, I don't know. That just might be my mindset. I might be crazy. You guys can think whatever you want. Again, we're growing the hair back. Look at this. I don't even have a lineup anymore. Shit looks terrible. But, I don't know. I probably sound like a dingbat or something. I don't even know if that's a word, but I just probably, I don't know. I just wanted to get the stuff out there. I'm starting to get more comfortable with social media and just spilling whatever the hell's on my mind, because I feel like I have a lot of good of, wow, I have a lot of advice that is good for people out there who are upcoming in their trading and even more experienced and can listen to some parts of my journey that I fixed to help them become even more profitable or something like that. It's like connecting. Like, dude, I'm not the best trader in the world yet. I think I know what I'm doing. Like, am I making $10,000 a day? Fuck no. I'll be honest with you guys, but I'm comfortable enough to show my damn journey online, because when the time does come, like, what can you say? Like, hey, how you doing, Trav? Like, 3 years from now, does it feel good to make 5K a day or 10K a day? Like, we'll post back, come back on and edit this, and it's just gonna be, you're gonna come back and look at it and be like, damn, wow, you know? Like, so I don't know. If nobody wants to watch it, you don't gotta watch it. But I think I got some good information out there to help people. Again, I do everything for free. Like, I just post videos online for free. I feel like I give good information. Like, I don't feel like it's any scam or information. I try every day to trade my best. If I lose, I lose. It's part of the game. I'm learning. Like, if I made money, if I hit good trades, yes. Like, it's like, yeah, there's steps. Like, it's like, again, sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm off, but I'm still growing in my journey. I'm getting better and better each day. And once I started focusing on just, hey, Travis, day by day, good risk management. You might not be making as much as you were one day. Good risk management. Let's take 6 months to a year to stick to a system. Just a whole system, and see where you would have gotten in that 6 months to a year. Following your system that you know that works. That you've proved to yourself when you've passed eval accounts, and, well, again, gotten payouts and stuff like that. But again, I feel like I rushed it a little bit and was risking a lot, and I built a buffer very quickly. But again, I want to see the proof of long-term growth, sticking to a system and a strategy, because over time, with good money management, good risk management, good psychology, good trading, following my rules, 2 trades a day. If I lose 2 trades, literally what I did today is I lost the trade, went in the same size. I made like $130, $150 yesterday. I lost $56 per account today. Like, it's still more profit on the week, and I won a trade on Monday. So I'm like $355 profit on these accounts each in a week with a loss and 1 break-even trade. Like, I took a loss. I was down like $87 today total. Saw another trading opportunity. I'm allowed to take 2 trades a day. I had a spot where there's a potential reversal. I was fine with taking a little bit of profits to put that chunk down a little bit, the $89 down to $56. Made a little bit more money back. That's a little bit more room. That's less of a loss. I let a couple runners run. They got stopped out at break even, and price still continued in direction after being stopped out at break even. But that's part of trading. That's learning how to preserve your capital, take good trades, follow your rules. That second trade went to break even. I was done. I shut off my computer. I started doing, well, I didn't shut off my computer. I started doing work, took focus away from trading, came back after the gym, journaled my thoughts, went back and reviewed the trade, found out my mistake, and now we're here talking to you weirdos, you know? So it's just like, it is what it is, but I don't know. Hopefully that's a good psychology video. I just might have been a bunch of mumbling and just, I don't know, good or bad information. We'll find out. We have those people, those little rats on Instagram, not Instagram, on YouTube, and they'll comment on your shorts and say, this is terrible, you shouldn't be teaching this advice. Bro, I see people that freaking, number one, I see people who trade identical to me, just have better risk management, better psychology, and they built they've built over time. They're in a better position because they've built and they went through that slow stage of building their accounts and getting into a position where they could start risking, where they're making the amount they're making. But dude, number one, you have people who trade smart money concepts, make money. I don't give a shit who you are, what you say. There's people out there who make money trading like this. Number two, multiple people teach this stuff online. I'm not the creator of this stuff. I'm just putting out how I use it, what I see, how I identify it, how I use it in the markets and stuff like that. You can literally watch it live. And number three is, again, I've proven that it works. I've proven it works over time. I've proven that to myself. I don't give a shit what anybody says, dude. I've proven that to myself, and I think it works. If you're dumb enough to just instantly think that this shit doesn't work and not even give it a try and learn it and put in the time and the effort and actually try, dedicate your life to it, it's like either you're gonna die or you don't. If you don't figure it out, you're gonna die. If you do, you can live and have the best life ever. Like, treat it like that. Stick to that for a couple years. Do something like Start anything. Like your dream. I think you could literally do anything in this world. And from the day you start to if you did it for 4 years and dedicated your whole life to it, I bet you are a way better version of the person who started compared to the person 4 years from now. Are you going to be the best? Are you going to be the number one person in the world? No. Maybe you can if you put in the work. But again, it's not like you just magically become that person. You could sit there drinking beer and be the best athlete in the world and getting drunk. Like, it's just like the best people put in the work, put in the time, outwork everybody, lose sleep, study their ass off, do whatever it takes to be able to do what they want to do. And I truly believe if you do anything for a long period of time, like anything realistic, even impossible, but it's like, let's be realistic. Like, if you can actually become that thing, like if you have that mindset and say, hey, I can actually do this, and I put in the work and I dedicate everything and I don't listen to anybody because I want to do this, I will dedicate everything to it. I truly believe over time you could be successful in anything if you never give up. Like, every success story, I listen to podcasts, listen to motivational stuff, every success story, everybody's been in the ditch. They put themselves in a situation where their life takes a big turn and you go into this dark spot and you reach the bottom, and it's just like you got to start building your way up and becoming the person you want to be. But first you got to go through that to learn to become that person. It doesn't just magically happen. We all learn from our failures, and the best people learn from the worst failures, because again, it's just so much pain when you go through those failures, and if you don't quit, you're going to recognize the mistakes you make. And holy crap. Getting old. You're going to notice the mistakes you make, and you're going to grow over time. So, I don't know, maybe we'll do a psychology video part 2. But again, this is just a psychology video. If you want to learn how to trade, I recommend listening to the advice, dude. I wish I had this. Even though I'm going to probably go back and when I'm bugging out one day and I think I suck at trading or something like that, or there's something stupid. Again, we all been there. I'm going to go back and watch my own video and be like, dude, Travis, you thought this before. Like, you're fine, bro. Like, you're taking your time. You're following your rules. Today, I took a loss, but I followed every rule. I followed my risk management. I didn't overtrade. I didn't get emotional in full port. I took my loss, my 2 losses, my 1 loss and my break even for the day. I even saw some of my friends hit great trades, and I was happy for them. Like, dude, good for you. I'm happy you hit your trades. I'm down today, but I'm not going to let that affect my whole fucking day and just be in a bad mood, you know? Go to the gym, wipe it off, do whatever you need to do, paint a picture, I don't know, go for a run, bike ride, something. Let out the steam. We all lose. Come back and see what you did wrong. And if you made a mistake, you made a mistake. Today, I think I made a mistake on the first trade. I think I entered in too early. There was 2 fair value gaps, 5-minute fair value gaps. Price was already close to taking out this draw liquidity. It needed a retracement because we already had this huge move up. We needed a retracement, and I thought price was just going to continue. So I took my trade off of the first 5-minute fair value gap, scaled down, saw an entry, and then price ended up reversing a little bit down to equilibrium. Then it made its move. You know, so it's just like I took my loss today, but what did I do? I followed my rules. I followed my risk management. I followed my plan. I walked away after 2 trades. Old Travis would have blown his accounts, gotten emotional, think it's the end of the world. No. We went to the gym. We worked. And then now we're here going back. We analyzed what we did wrong. And now we're talking to you guys. So it's just like, I don't know. I could talk all day on this shit because I'm so obsessed with it. If you can't tell that by now, hate on me. Call me gay. I don't know. I'm not trying to offend anybody out there. You could say I'm not good at something. You could say I'm teaching false shit. You could say that hold on, Siri's about to talk. Don't talk. You could say that I'm a weird person. I don't know. This is my obsession. I'm trying to help the people out there who really want to learn this and really see the big picture of trading. Again, freedom, cool life, dude. Best job. After you've seen what you could do, especially seeing people online, but even doing it yourself, like when I did that at a young age, bro, and I made all that money, it really shows you how possible it can be and what you could do if you do it correctly the next time around. And I truly believe over time you can build that and just need to learn. So, I don't know. Take my advice if you want. If not, shove it up. I'm just kidding. Just have a good day. You know, good guy. Yeah. All right, but other than that, dude, fucking Venom. Oh, he's out. He's literally cocked up at me, dude. Like, you see him? I don't even think you see him. I tried to take him out the other day, dude, and he like freaking hissed at me. He turned his back up, and he's like, and I was like, oh shit. So I didn't take him out. So me and Venom have love and hate right now. I'm kind of scared to take him out, to be honest. I don't want to get bit again. But if I do, we're going to take out the camera and we'll video that for you guys. Yeah, he's looking at me right now. I think he wants to eat me. We'll see. But other than that, I appreciate everybody who watches my videos and liked and subscribed. Posted my journey. This is my journey. I'm not the best trader in the world yet. I'll admit that 10 times. But will I be one day? I truly believe I can get to a position where I could be making a good amount of money emotionlessly, if that's a word, and just follow my dreams, being big on social media, having a good fan base to help people out and just motivate people to work hard and follow their dreams and just stay committed to a process instead of listening to a lot of people hate. Because again, I have so many people do. I posted my picture the other day, and I'm not trying to be like weird or anything. I posted my picture today of proving people that I've made profits and stuff before. Like, I've been up to $130,000 account. I had it in my MetaTrader 4 account. Like, I've done it. Like, I swear. And then I left everything for wrestling. I proved that I've done it before. Again, I've lost a lot of that money, I'll be honest. Like, I got lucky a little bit. But I knew what I was doing. But it's like, I'm not who I was. Like, if that was me now, dude, whoa, we'd be looking good, I think. But again, maybe I'm not ready for that yet. God doesn't want me to be ready for that yet. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not ready to handle that stuff yet. I just need to slowly work up and improve over time. But again, we're going to get there. I don't give a shit what nobody says. We're going to get there, I think. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to get there. I promise. Excuse me. We're going to show the whole process on YouTube, on Instagram. If you don't like me, suck it. If you do like me, how you doing? Other than that, yep. My name's Travis, and I trade. I press a button, and yeah, I sit in my office all day and play with my snake. That's going to get clipped. Goodbye.